So looking at Cade Cunningham on the defensive end, I wanted to start off by highlighting his communication. And if you were there in the arena, you could hear him talking. I think he was one of the most active talkers on the defensive end. I thought this clip really highlighted. So here you can see him pointing. And what he's doing is he's communicating to Tyler Cook what his job is, making sure he knows as well as Cade Cunningham knowing his own job. So what he's telling is you're low man, you're low man. And what that means is this ball screen happens and the roll happens. If the roll guy comes open, low man on the weak side is the help guy on that. And so he was doing a great job communicating with a teammate, helping him make sure he knew what his job was. So it's hard to show obviously on film, but if you were there in the arena, you were able to hear that. Here I thought he showed multiple efforts. So first, okay, closes out, makes the rotation. I know a lot of people aren't going to like this closeout, and I get it. He goes a little overboard with it, but what I like is I like guys who understand the game and know that there's a one more pass here for the Thunder, and he takes that away with his body positioning. Now, he does it too much, which gives up a drive, but he doesn't give up on the play. He continues playing, and he has very active hands as you see him get a deflection there, and then he closes out, and then he gets a block shot. So I just love the multiple efforts here on this. Again, I understand he's a little too far off with this, overplays the one more pass a little too much, but he stays with it, and then active hands, as we'll again see in the next clip. I think that was one of the most impressive things with his length, his anticipation. I think he's going to be able to cause a little bit of havoc. This is the play, everybody knows, playing off ball here, okay? Sees the offensive player, Trey Mann, get a little loose with it, and then uses that length and those active hands to get a steal, turns into transition the other way. So those were the positives, right? Very active vocally on the defensive end, very active with his hands, using his length. If there was a couple negatives, I do think in just straight isolation situations, he got to beat a couple times. And then either, handling these screens, him and Sadiq Bey had a miscommunication on one, where I don't think they knew if they were going to switch or not. And then here, whether he just kind of gets, lazy or lackadaisical off the ball, or if he thinks he's going to switch with Sekou. But on an inbounds play here, middle of the fourth quarter, ends up getting a foul on Sadiq Bey. So we did see, a couple times off ball get backdoored, or with the screens, not communicating whether it was a switch for sure or not. So as well as he had communicated, like in those weak side situations, maybe a couple of the screens, maybe not communicating or understanding what they were supposed to do for sure. I thought that play kind of highlighted both not really ready and not handling the screen perfectly.